Aussie.
All right, it's Thursday night, and we're all right. And we'll see if she's okay. Sometimes it's unpredictable what nights are quiet and what nights are a bit busier. And I've not yet made 100% decision if I'm going to make cocktail videos, which I usually do. I'm more likely to do if it's a quieter night. And it's almost always after quiet start. So maybe I should make one. I'm just stupidly far ahead on my cocktail channel. But you know what? I actually found one I wanted to make. Well, actually, I've got a list of ones I want to make. Where are we? Doobity-doobity-doo. Okay, no. More back. Okay, that's in done now. Plaza Antigua. Variation on my favorite cocktail. Oh, one of my cocktails anyway. Let's get ready to rumble. Okay. Perfect. Well, we'll sing in tune. This is reality's given room. Awaiting for the great words. Join the struggle while we make the revolution is just a t-shirt away. Awaiting for the great leap forwards. Just amusing myself with my bad singing. Because I'm a bad singer. And where's that control? Here. Ugh. Hey, Fallen Dreams. How are you doing? And Heine, hello. Anyone who's been here before will know. I'm setting up to make a cocktail. And Strictly Sega, hello. The chatters join the fray. Nice to see you all. See who else we see tonight. Right. Añejo tequila. Reposado. Ooh, there's actually only a little bit of this Añejo tequila there. Prostro. Which, that makes me go, what? I've got a backup bottle of tequila in here. Where it's at. Is that it? No. Is that it? No. That's it. Ah, it's Añejo. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Okay. Okay, so Añejo tequila, sweet vermouth, whiskey, and cognac. You know, I'm going to use up this whiskey bourbon and brandy. Okay. Benedictine. I forgot to get the Benedictine. Ooh, that is something I'm going to have to replace. I have to keep an eye out for specials on Benedictine. And Peychaud's bitter. Okay. Stirring glass. Okay, get all the bits and pieces ready. Okay. What are les measurements? Okay. 30 mils of añejo tequila. Okay, that's ready. Yes, I'm just going to check one more thing here. No, I'm just going to get 1 giga used tonight. That's all good. Okay. You got, I got to get the ice ready, which means blowtorch again. There. Need to learn how to sing loud, then you'll get good at it. And you're right, Mrs. Anchor is probably not going to be into me loudly singing. Wish I could remember who I learned that trick from. I owe them. All right. Got that ready. You've done it all. So I got all the bits. Biscuits already. Enjoying that travel in me. Revolution is just a t-shirt away. Okay. Let's get this started. Tequila. Oh, that bottle is heavy. There mils of sweet vermouth. It's very red all of a sudden. 1/4 ounce of Benedictine. And 2 dashes of Peychaud's bitters. Okay. That made a bit of a mess, but that's okay. Fucking GoPro saying it has to switch off when the battery's at 50%. Fuck, I hate that. Anyway, sorry, I've got to go get the other battery. I'll be back in a second. Oh my god. What stupid, annoying glitch with the GoPro. Okay. Well, let's try that again. At least it didn't die when I was in the middle of something. It died when I'd actually finished something. Alright. Let's try that again. Okay. Put the ice in the mixing glass. Let's do it. Okay, starting now. Perhaps for the second. Oh, that's tasting pretty good. Oh, damn it. Where's my... Well, I've got to get the garnish ready. Ugh. Good to Lord. Okay. Fuck you, shit. Oh, nearly knocked that bottle over. Because I'm ever so awkward. Huh. It still manages to catch me by surprise, the U-Foods text. Alright. Put these gosh darn lids on. Okay. I'm going to take a picture. Tomonello. Alright. Alright. Now for the talky bits. Okay. What the hell did I spill there? Is that just from the ice I was melting? Alright, I think I'm going to sneeze. Ah. Oh. Oh, good Lord. Okay. Let's get to this happening. Looks about right. Let's go and let's see if that is right. Oh, yeah, that seems okay. G'day, cocktail lovers. This is the latest in a long line of riffs of one of my favorite cocktails, the Vieux Carré. Besides being a great cocktail, it's eminently riffable. Just swapping out different spirits and modifiers can make related but unique drinks. This one has añejo tequila in it, and Vieux Carré is French for the old square. It's bar in New Orleans, and so as is traditional when it's something in another language, we translate it into Spanish. It would be Plaza Vieja, and I have had variations with agave spirits before, but not one with añejo tequila. So any excuse to do an old, well, it's not an old fashioned. Uh, uh, any excuse to do a Vieux Carré riff, and I'm going to give this one a taste. Mm. Oh, I love that the tequila character is actually coming through. It's a relatively subtle change compared to some of the other Vieux Carré riffs I've had, but it remains a super tasty drink, even with a variation. But I'll show you how to make it. In a mixing glass, put 1 ounce or 30 mils of añejo tequila, then 15 mils or half an ounce of bourbon, 15 mils or half an ounce of cognac, then 1 ounce or 30 mils of sweet vermouth, then a quarter of an ounce, which is around 7.5 mils of Benedictine. Round things out with 2 dashes of Peychaud's bitters. Add ice to the glass, stir that for 20 to 25 seconds to chill and dilute the drink, and then strain it into a rocks glass over a big chunk of ice, preferably sexy clear ice. For garnishes, I'm going with my favorites, a twist of orange peel and a maraschino cherry on a skewer. And really, the clear ice becomes part of the whole drink. I know I harp on about it a lot, but it's not that difficult to do, and I think it adds to the whole cocktail experience. I have seen comments on other people's videos about clear ice. Oh, why would you bother? It's like, because it's cool. That's why you'd bother. And I've got the easiest way of doing it that doesn't take up your whole freezer as well. And you'll be seeing the link to it, if not now, very soon. But I'm going to enjoy this. An añejo tequila inflected Vieux Carré or a Plaza Vieja. And it looks good, it tastes good, and I'm going to have a good time with it. Hope you're having a good time wherever you are. Hope to see you again sometime soon. And until I do, I will say cheers. Okay, sit down with my drink. My drink. And see what everyone's been talking about. Kathy, you're on Facebook. All right, I gotta sit down and see what's been going on. That was relatively short. Okay, turn this light off. So the lighting's a bit more general, a bit mood, some mood lighting. Ah, goodness me. Sitting Dune. Dave, you think it's the worst version of Macbeth? No, look. It's a very blood-looking drink. I think that suits Macbeth. Is it controversy night? I mean, I'll have controversies. Oh, sorry, just wanted to strictly say, yeah, this is one of your favorites, one that actually has the drink recipes on it. This is one of the first cocktail shirts I got. It was in the first or second batch of shirts I got. Mm, friggin' tasty, man. It's very good. Mm, I like that a lot. Very the sweet vermouth I use is very fruity. I think Aussie Gun Bunny, hello. Feel like I haven't seen you for a while. How you been? Is a dang good shirt. But we got to see is so far the only controversy is Dave saying this is the worst Macbeth version. You know, I actually memorized uh, Macbeth soliloquy for an audition once. I can probably still remember most of it because I drilled it into me. Is this a dagger I see before? Is this a dagger I see before me? The handle before my the handle toward my hand? Come, let me clutch thee. I have thee not, and yet I see thee still. Art thou not fatal vision sensible to touch as to sight, or art thou but a dagger of a mind? And that's all I can remember. But I think that's okay from 30 years ago. Well, there's lots of Macbeth movies. That image I stole is actually from the South Australian Symphony Orchestra. And I love it as a visual because it's like a drop of blood, but it's coming like in the shape of a crown, as in uh, Macbeth spilling so much blood to become king. The most recent one was I don't know, a bit of an edgy, different take, and oh god, what's his name? Was Macbeth, and he's like face painted. Um, you know what? I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look it up because I'm on the freaking internet. Uh, where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Okay, well that's annoying. Uh, Denzel Washington even played Macbeth in a film version. I haven't seen that. I'm trying to find. Okay, geez, I scrolled through a lot. Trying to find the picture. Rafe Fiennes has done it. I mean, friend, everyone's done it on stage. Film versions. God, I didn't realize how much I'd scrolled through. I'm trying to find the thingy. Wowzers, this is just going on and on. Okay, I'm like not finding. Oh, here we go. That's his name, Michael Fassbender. Sorry, now I'll share the picture so you know what I'm talking about. Oh, I'm really into Macbeth. Uh, Lion King is more Hamlet. Lord of no dragons in Macbeth, although I think Macbeth would have been livened up with dragons. Oh yes, Dave, the porter in Macbeth. Uh, we actually talks about not being able to get it up. It's like, his bit of his speech essentially translates as we were up drinking all night and telling stories, and God, we all started to get horny. But you know what it's like when you're drinking. You get horny, and you can't get it up. The drink, it sets you up and it puts you down, which is hilarious. It's a theatre in Newcastle called Heart of the City. Took gold coin donations to play. That's nice. Oh, that's what I was going to do. So you know what I was talking about. This is the most recent Macbeth film with Michael Fassbender. You can kind of tell from the way he looks. It's trying to be tough and edgy, this one. Although I think they used the text, like they didn't modernize the language. I haven't seen it. I might watch it at some point. So I got you. How did I get you? Was it what I said about the Lion King? Yeah, it does. It does really look like the Braveheart costumes, actually. So, yes. Am I a Shakespeare nerd? Yes, I'm a Shakespeare nerd. I am quite enamored of Shakespeare's work. Although, okay, here's a little bit of pedantry on my part. You'll often get people saying, "Oh, it's amazing how many words and phrases Shakespeare invented," and that is not strictly speaking true, because we have no way of knowing uh, if Shakespeare invented them or not. What's more accurate to say is Shakespeare's writings contain a freakish amount of the first recorded use of just an amazing amount of words and phrases that are still in use today. So it isn't strictly speaking accurate to say these are words and phrases invented by Shakespeare, because in fact I think it's unlikely he invented the words, because if his plays were full of invented words, the audience wouldn't know what the fuck was going on. But his writings have endured so much more than other writings. It's the earliest recorded usage of just a huge amount of words and phrases that we have. So just some pretty good stuff, essentially. I know. That's one of my nerdier things. Getting pedantic about the phrasing of that thing with Shakespeare. Because you just search, you go, what words did Shakespeare invent? And you'll get heaps of hits for that. In fact, actually, phrases is probably they're saying all that glitters is not gold. Jealousy is the green-eyed monster. Those were first found in Shakespeare's. But I remember even watching one of the more obscure ones. I think it was Henry V. Kenneth Branagh did a film version of Henry V way back, and watching it, and like every second scene, a character would say a phrase, and I'd just be like, "Fuck me, we still say that." This is one of the more obscure histories, not the big hits of Shakespeare, and it's still full of phrasing that we use today. It did my head in. Oh, we're arguing what's good and bad nerdiness. I think Dr. Abigail speaks Elvish. It's a cool. I think most sorts of nerdiness are cool. Yes, you get enough drinks, you might speak Elvish. Yeah. Oh, there you go. And you're agreeing. All the nerdiness is cool. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, Dr. Abigail. I actually saw a trailer for Rings of Power season 2 today, and all I could think is how much you're going to hate it. Like, I think if you're smart, you probably won't watch it because it will just enrage you. I mean, unless you want to get enraged. It might be entertaining for people who know nothing about the stories they're lifting it from, because they're playing pretty gosh darn fast and loose with anything Tolkien ever wrote. But maybe in their own context, if you watched it thinking this doesn't have to fit in with anything, it's just its own thing, it might be enjoyable. Who knows? I'll certainly give it a go. But yeah, it's a bit all over the shop. Looks like we've got a politically correct orc in it again, which is absolutely my favorite bit of the first season of Rings of Power, when Galadriel's talking to this orc, and he's one of the ones that's closest to being an elf, because in the lore of Tolkien, orcs were created by ruining elves. And this one still looks quite a lot like an elf. And when Galadriel calls him an orc, he says, "We prefer Uruk." It's like, oh my god, it's a politically correct orc. And it also makes a couple of valid points about exploitation and colonization. Where is a home for the orcs? Oh yeah, no, that guy was great. I mean, I'm being a bit tongue in cheek with it, calling him politically correct, but good character, and trying to humanize or demonsterify the orcs was a really interesting plot element. You're saying the initial look is you might hate it less. Well, I remember you saying it is because they're combining story elements that happen centuries apart and having them happen at the same time, which wouldn't surprise me at all. I mean, look, okay, notwithstanding, I'm definitely not saying these people did a good job of it with season 1 in particular, but the overwhelming majority of cases, you have to adapt source material and change it for a different medium. TV or film is such a different medium to printed word. It's just extremely unlikely a down the line translation of it to the screen would work. It's also odd that his name is Adar. The other orcs call him father, since Adar's Sindarin word for father. Wouldn't they use the Uruk word for father? Well, maybe he's clinging Okay. So maybe the people behind the show aren't that good on the law. B, maybe he's hanging on to the fact that there's some elvish lineage in him. I lean a bit towards they're not being particularly consistent and thinking it through with the law. But it's like, the number of shows when um, uh, and this is TV, streaming, movies, something's in it, and it's just because it's cool. Like, you think about it for 2 seconds and you go, that doesn't make any sense. Why didn't someone say that doesn't make sense? And you know the answer. The answer is because they came up with it and thought, sounds cool. We're going to do it because it sounds cool. And it's like, yeah, I get it, but oof. Oh, thank you. It's Ada, not Ada. Okay. I defer to you on that. You're super stoked. Favorite authors releasing another saga. The Noise series already has 34 books. Okay, I'll bite, Aussie Gun Bunny. What are we talking about there? That's a fucking hell of a series. Who lives long enough to write that many books in a series? Honestly. Okay, almost completely unrelated to that. Uh, oh, okay. Is it Raymond E. Feist? I do know the name. I honestly don't know if I've read any of their books. Um, there's a contemporary like science fiction writer, John Scalzi, an American, and he's written a few series. I quite like his writing, and I think he's definitely got better because I've read like his first novel. I'm pretty sure it's his first novel is called Red Shirts, which is inspired by Star Trek and the weird contrivances in storylines in Star Trek, and it's a very interesting idea. Um, but just in terms of the technical skill of his writing, I think he's definitely gotten better because I've read some of his later ones as well. And because he's written so many books and he's so successful and he's churning out all these books, and he got offered a deal by his publisher. Like they said, and they were giving him some millions of dollars, but he's committing to writing 10 books in 10 years. And they paid him up front. It's like he's paid a couple $1,000,000, and his contract is to write 10 books in 10 years, because that's about the rate he writes at. And I saw so many interviews with other writers, and they're going, that's so cool. It's so great that he got that deal. I would fucking fall to pieces if someone gave me that deal. I may well write 10 books in the next 10 years, but the pressure up front to sign a contract to say you will write 10 books in 10 years, the stress would fucking kill me, which I thought was hilarious. Chuck Tingle. I don't know that anyone's as prolific as Chuck Tingle. He's a treasure. I might read his second traditionally published book at some point because I did like the first one. It's kind of like young adult. Um, uh, Camp Damascus. That's it. Yeah. And the second one's called Bury Your Gaze. So there you go. The Remedy Feist writes high fantasy. Biased and often hated for this. Place him in a series higher than Tolkien. Well, see, that's just personal preference. And that's fine. And I mean, in a lot of ways, Tolkien is dated. He's got a writing style from a century ago. And it would not be all that surprising to me that modern readers would have a preference for modern writers. So, Derek, someone gave you 10 million to write 10 novels and a series in 10 years. You do it, don't? Yeah, well, I think maybe the other authors were joking, but joke with a little bit of truth. They were just like, too much pressure. Yeah, when you're just talking personal preference, um, I think. Although I tell you what, people who uh, say things like that in a way where they're trying to say, "I'm better than you," who like that, you and your poor simple tastes, I'm above that shallowness. It was like they're trying to big note themselves, and so they'll shit talk. A really accomplished and beloved writer, performer, musician, whatever. And just because you people have all been duped into thinking they're good, me, on the other hand, a genius, knows they're pedestrian at best. And it's like, shut the fuck up. Who the fuck are you? Personal taste is one thing, but people who act like they're better than someone else because of, well, it's not so much what they like, it's because of what they don't like. And I'm almost always less interested uh, in hearing what someone doesn't like compared to what they do like. And I like it when people are unashamedly passionate about the things they like. Uh, and I say that as someone who made a whole bunch of YouTube videos shit talking people, but not usually on artistic grounds. It's usually just because they were horrible people. And yes, that would actually be a sensible approach, to have an arc for everything before doing anything. Oh yes, good question. Is the $10 million up front? Um, okay, you know what? I'm going to look it up. Uh, Scalzi book deal, because I might have got some details about it wrong. Seven figures, yeah. So 10 book deal with Scalzi for a large seven-figure advance. So maybe not 10 million, but it was several million. So yeah, I don't know that there's a this article doesn't mention a time thing, but it's millions of dollars, and I assume he would still get a percentage of sales. Okay. Okay, so here's an article where he's talking about afterwards. So, okay, oh, I've read some of the books from this a three-book series called The Collapsing Empire. Collapsing Empire, The Consuming Fire, and The Last Emperor. I've listened to the audiobooks. Yeah. Here he goes. He says, I've been asked if having a contract with so many books exposes me to pressure, as in, oh, Jesus, I just finished another book. I still have to write more books. I have to write, please release me from my prison of words. The short answer to this is, lol, no. I get to write for a decade at least. I don't have to worry about whether what I'm writing will sell and if I'll get paid for it. There are very few writers who would turn down that deal. So, okay. So that's weird. He's saying 5 years ago he got a 13 book deal, but everyone else was reporting This year he got a 10 book. That's weird. Yeah, 10-year, 13 book deal. Oh, and he's doing another in one of his most famous series, Old Man's War, that I've listened to the audiobooks of a couple of them. So, I mean, So I don't know that he gets it up front, but I believe it's guaranteed. Uh, inflation Australian dollars about 5 million Australian dollars for 10 books. Aussie Company had an idea for a book series. You used 2 different author names, released 2 books, one from each author, run out of characters, wait for part 2. One will be writing about someone raised to be good and pious like a good magician. Other would write about an anti-hero. I mean, that sounds like fun. I can't be bothered making another cocktail video tonight. I'm stupid far ahead. I'm going to make it old-fashioned, though. All right, so I'm going to try and use up that whiskey, the bourbon, because I bought another bottle of bourbon because it was on sale. I just went, buy it, it's on sale. Okay, let's do this. I joined the struggle. The revolution is just a t-shirt away. Waiting for the great leap forward. It's a mighty long way and rock and roll from the top of the pops to the drawer of the door. Beam me up, Scotty. Okay. Well, let us go then, you and I. Almost gone. I'll make something else with that. Okay. Vote at the minor aromatic bitters. There it is. Doot. Didgeridoo. Oh, very my phone over here. I just had a room call from phone. Oh God. You just had to wake up. Are you still doing night shift? So I was like, go on, buddy, with your book ideas. Slight reference, both stories are related. Finalized with a book reading, 5th and final release of one book written by both authors where the 2 characters fight. I mean, that sounds like a genuinely fun and interesting concept. I also think it might be everyone expects 2 authors to work out, it would just be you. I think it would be a fun thing for 2 actual authors to do. Like one author to write a book, like you say, about the hero. And then when that's out, the other author has to, reading, go, okay, now I'm going to write a book about an anti-hero that's in that same world, but not make it super obvious at first. And have a whole bunch of things happen over here. And so then the first author has to read that book and go, okay, so now what happens with my hero is going to be influenced by what happened in that book, and then do it again, and then have them come together. I mean, that's fun. The demon-possessed stuffed animal is there because Mrs. Angry put it there. And why am I seeing on it? Because it's soft. Want to rant so much anger, I'd have to start a new channel to rage rant like I did. Damn. Stress, man. Stress. It's no good. Having to deal with assholes. It's the world we live in. It's got a lot of assholes in it. All right. So here we go. Let's test out Glenn. Oh, yes, Glenn A. Baker music trivia, and got an easy trivia box too. Okay, we should definitely try it. If they find you, you'd be thrilled. I think they need you too much. Too good. All right, I'll sharpen my trivia skills with some whiskey. Mm. He's doing night shift security stuff. Stay back, train a guard after your shift, paid you less than normal wage, comes out of our pocket. Oh, Jesus Christ. They fucking suck. Okay, what did Bobby Darren, Lucky Star, and Ella Fitzgerald want Big Bailey to do? Please, is it just please come back? Please come back, Bill Bailey. Won't you please come back? I could be wrong, but I think that's what it is. Oh, it's come home. Come home, Bill Bailey. Okay. You did the security stuff for years. Not a fan. Okay. I understand. All right. Well, I almost got the Bill Bailey question. All right, but I'm warming up. Hey, Justin, how you doing? Impressed I was that close. Yeah. So clearly, I've heard the song and I kind of know what it is, but not sort of core to my musical tastes. So probably because I'm thinking I can think of several songs called "Come Back" or have come back in the chorus. Yes, for anyone who missed it, the Liberal Party didn't lodge their candidates in time for council elections, so they can't stand, which is pretty funny. Okay, music trivia. What 1985 Madonna song was the title of a movie starring Matthew Modine? Okay. Matthew Modine. Okay, so I'm just trying to think of Madonna songs that were movie titles. There was Who's That Girl? Um, uh, I don't think Matthew Modine was in a movie called Like a Virgin. And here for the night. Thanks for dropping in, man. Ooh, good. Gonna get your back popped. Oh, that's such a funny fuck up though, Justin. All right. And Dr. Abigail's looking for a brains trust opinion. We're good at that. Don't think I'm getting anywhere with the Madonna one unless it's Who's That Girl. Okay, I don't even know what that means. 4-hole buttons, best patterns to use. Oh, Crazy for You. Yes, okay. Yes, it seems like it was across the board. Like they just really fucked up. Lucky Star's a good name for a movie. What product sponsored a Dire Straits world tour? Oh, that'd be money for nothing. So no, okay, MTV is not really a product. Okay, Ray's has an opinion on 4-hole buttons go crisscross. Depends what you're sewing it onto. See, there's a man who knows. Mrs. Angry did teach me to sew on buttons. It was just like, just keep doing it. You got to mix up. If Mrs. Angry was here, I'd ask her. But not my area of expertise. Ooh, I love the smell of orange oil. Not really loving that bourbon in an old fashioned, to be honest. Going on to something you're crocheting. Okay. Face crap broke and to learn to sew or be naked. Fair call. Philips compact discs sponsored Dire Straits. I was never going to get that. But of course, the early stuff that was released on compact discs uh, was sort of middle-aged music for rich people, because compact disc players were expensive at first. And people thought you were a dork if you had a compact disc player. Little did we know it would absolutely take over. Yeah, Brother in Arms would have sold heaps on CD. Yeah, do more and then switch these or no like that. Justin, do you know say they often use council rates to play for things public schools, hence they're much higher? I did not know that. So, Ray's, you're saying go diagonally across the holes, making a plus could be good for it. Okay. We didn't get the CD player till 1991. I don't think that's true because we were playing them when I was at uni. And that was in like 87, 88. Oh, sorry. I feel like you're saying you in your house didn't get a. I thought you meant, yeah, you're talking about your house. I thought you meant the country at large. Yeah, I don't know when I got a CD player. I couldn't put a date on it. But it's like all the things you would get on CD in the early days would be Dire Straits, Jean-Michel Jarre, Pink Floyd, probably. Rays, you reckon would have been 95-ish? What was the title of the first Mondo rock album? I feel like I should know this. Because I was watching them on Countdown. Was it Cool World? That was a single. Square pattern with holes. I mean, I think that would work, Dr. Abigail. You just got to mix it up. Oh, we had a whole stream where I was showing off a box of CDs. I do play them in the car sometimes. But it's a long time since I've bought a CD. Oh, okay. So Chemistry and Cool World was 80s. So their first album was older than that. Yeah, no, I'm never going to get it. Yeah, strictly speaking, this is where it's helpful that my hearing's fucked because I can't pick up subtlety like that. So I'm fine with. Oh yeah, I stream YouTube music because I've got YouTube Premium, so I don't get ads on YouTube. Because I fucking hate ads. But I still want to support creators, so I don't want to use an ad blocker. And yes, the downloads from Bandcamp are much higher quality than listening to something on Spotify. Ton of classic punk band CDs. Nice. Ah, yes, what's like the missing link. Yes. Back to back Spotify and CDs. I mean, probably yes. And I'm assuming YouTube's only the same quality as Spotify. Is it not better? Like I said, I don't use Spotify. The funny thing is, I didn't know I got YouTube Music when I signed up for YouTube Premium. I was literally doing it just to get rid of the ads. Slick 46, Bastard Squad, Marching Orders, Bulldog Spirits. Nice. Primal Park. I was never going to get that. I was never going to get that as Armando Rock's first album. All right, you reckon Spotify's worse than YouTube? Like I said, don't use Spotify, so I don't know. And yes, if you have YouTube Premium, it supports creators financially. They get micro cents per view. That's the whole idea of premium. The payment for premium goes to creators. I mean, mostly goes to YouTube, but some of it goes to creators. So they're still, if they're partnered, if they're doing videos that would run ads, they still get something from me watching them. Micro parts of a cent. Oh, God, I fucking feel like I know that. What pioneering new wave band did Andy Partridge leave? Oof. Are you going to give me a country? Those ones are difficult. Oh yeah, no, I can't do commercials. Fucking Amazon Prime started saying like, oh, you know what? We're going to start running ads unless you pay us another. I think it's $3 a month. I watched one show with ads. That was The Boys, and I was like, fuck this, and paid the extra $3 a month. Okay, new wave band from the UK that Andy Partridge led. God, I feel like I should know this. And it's all lead. Does that mean Andy? No, if Andy Partridge was a lead singer, I've got no fucking idea. Actually, I am going to give up on that because if by lead they mean he's a lead singer, then I no idea, no idea at all. ABC. It was ABC. Sorry, I just suddenly went. It was ABC. Oh, all the world is football shape. XTC. Okay. No, you with the clues I got. XTC. Yeah. So you're saying did see with the Australian Navy, they've removed fitness testing from the recruitment. That's weird. Oh well. Maybe they're desperate to get people to join the Navy. In the Navy. You can sail the 7 seas in the Navy. You can get down on your knees. No, wait, that's not that in that song. Who directed Blade Runner? Not an easy question. I don't know the answer. Is that Ridley Scott? I don't know. I mean, honestly, if there were chubsters like me on a submarine, that would be inherently funny because they're so limited for space. I'd be getting stuck in doorways. They should do that. They should make a comedy movie about middle-aged fatties like me being in the Navy with reduced entry requirements and just getting stuck in doorways because that would absolutely help me. Oh, well, yeah, if the Wi-Fi on the plane's working, yeah. Ray, you gonna write that movie? Nice. Ah, okay, it was Ridley Scott. Okay, I kind of thought it was, but I wasn't sure. Damn. Now that's a guy with an interesting career because he's done some absolutely killer movies and others less so. Dr. Avio, without fitness requirements, are going to get more recruits. So many people will wash out of boot camp. Oh yeah, no, any sort of training, I wouldn't last 5 fucking seconds. Who wrote "Never Gonna Give You Up," covered by Lisa Stan? I mean, that was a Rick Astley song. I don't know who wrote it, unless it's like a Stock Aitken Waterman one. I don't know if Rick Astley wrote it. So my first two guesses would be Rick Astley, and if he didn't write it, then Stock Aitken Waterman. I don't know. Oh, do you? Oh, that would be testing the bandwidth, trying to be on camera on a plane. I mean, I'd love it. Oh God, never gonna. I didn't even pick that up. Okay, Ray's thinks it's Master P. Hey Toby, how you doing? Right, I'm gonna have a clarified cocktail. Comparatively low alcohol. That's my excuse. Clarified rum cocktail. Oh, still a few serves in there. I love this bottle. This is one of my 70s bottles. My friend Dave Blumenstein brought in. That's a Barry White song. Okay. Yes. So it's got the little dimples on the side for holding the bottle, which is great. And embossed on the front. You can probably see there's something embossed on the front. It says Stewart's Dundee Decanter. So I think it was just called Dundee Scotch whiskey. It was not great, honestly. But I like the bottle, so I kept it. Oh, wow. We are these one. Nickname of Tim Taylor. Tim the Tool Man. Yes. Home Improvement was a wild show. And the funniest moment in it was when they had an anti-drug episode when Tim's son was smoking weed, and that was bad. When the actor had literally done jail time for being a cocaine dealer. Mike Judge animated created first aired in 1993. Is Beavis and Butthead? That's probably right. Although I prefer the spin-off King of the Hill. And I heard there was a new season of King of the Hill coming. Oh, fuck yeah. And Ray's is indeed kicking ass. There's Beavis and Butthead is on Prime. I was watching some of it, and it's still enjoyable. It's true. Yes, I did hear Bobby's actually going to be an adult in the new King of the Hill. Always liked King of the Hill. I thought it was very underrated. And just fucking hella funny. Like not talking down to people like Hank Hill, but just being so funny. Like again, people I know who like grew up in Texas were going like, "Show's a fucking documentary, man." People like that were all around me. Oh, that's a fun one, Toby. The Tim the Toolman actor believes in God uses stupid arguments like for people not to believe in God. God must, yeah. You don't want people to try and have logical arguments about God because it won't work. You're like Daria. In what film does Tyler Durden? Yeah, see, I'm leaving them all to Ray's. Fight Club. What would I change about The Simpsons? It would have stopped after season 12. That would be. Oh, yeah. Honestly, I haven't been paying attention, and Ray's has been answering questions before I've even seen the question, which is good. Oh man, that's so fucking yummy. A tropical rum cocktail that's been clarified, and it's thick and yummy. So it's probably a little bit sweet, in fact, but I'm okay with that. You- I was trying to click on the thing and I was laughing and I couldn't hold the mouse steady. Or buckle it like a mug soon. That is such an Oz phrase. I love it. Absolutely love it. I'll try and pay more attention to when you're posting questions. Strictly saying, although I'm happy. Okay. Revolutionary 1980s bands contains Thurston Moore. Shit. Is that the Beast Suburban? I should fucking know that. Got to destroy you on 80s stuff. Um, or The Cruel Sea. I should fucking know that. Every teenager. Oh, The Misfits. Okay, the other guess based on that would be Sonic Youth. Yeah, Heine's jumped in with Sonic Youth. Must be Sonic Youth. I knew the names and I couldn't place it. There we go. There's only like one Sonic Youth song I really like. I don't wanna. I don't think so. Points for Heine. Good job. Who played MacGyver on TV show? Oh shit. And he's in Stargate. No, I can't remember his name. No, not the Hoff. God, I should remember him for his fucking Simpsons appearance, actually. Yeah, the Hoff is Baywatch. Definitely. No, I'm never going to get his name, actually. I can picture him. I see him in these things. Oh God, I got the structure of his name. There's an initial in it. Oh, yes, I knew it was Triple Barrel. There we go. Richard Dean Anderson. The structure of his name was kind of appearing in my head. I was never going to get that. Ah, knew it, couldn't remember it. Yeah, I was literally trying to remember his name from his Simpsons appearance. Patty and Selma obsessed with MacGyver was one of the classic episodes. But yeah, these are things I should be able to get, and I'm feeling like I'm slipping, not getting them. But sports. Name two NBA All-Star known for wearing drag. Dennis Rodman. Christ, who else wore drag? Shaquille O'Neal? Rodman's super fucking obvious. Oh, sorry. I said no. I said Rodman. I read that wrong. I thought you were saying two NBA people. I actually said Rodman. I read the question wrong. I thought you were asking us for two people. I did say Rodman. Very obvious. Because I couldn't think of anyone else who was known for it. Well, yes, I did say Rodman before I saw Ray's write it. Jordan's most important asset, yeah. And Kim Jong Un's. And a friend of Donald Trump. All these good things. Yes, it's very weird the mix up between when I say or type anything and when you see it when you see or type anything. So Rodman was defense. Okay, gaming. What anime series gave kids was it Transformers? Oh god. Was it Dragon Ball? Not Dragon Ball. Was it Pokemon? I'm confused because there was a joke about it on The Simpsons. Okay, Heine also thinks Pokemon. Oh, and it was Pokemon? Not Naruto. All right, well, I got that one. Yeah, when The Simpsons went to Japan, and that confused me because they had the robots in it. Yeah, I agree, Heine. We should share it. You typed it before I said it, but I said it before I saw your typing come up. So I think we share points on that one because we got it independently. I love that as a phrase. I see how it is. Was it Top Gun? If it's not Top Gun, I'm going to go with Risky Business. It was Top Gun? Okay, see, well, that's where we get to share points, Rays, because you typed it before you heard me say it, but I said it before I saw you type it. No, you don't share the points with Heine. Top ass battlers. Honestly, the fucking sports scenes in Top Gun and Top Gun Maverick are so unashamedly gay. I love it. And that beach football thing they put in Top Gun Maverick was absolutely deliberate because everyone's gone, geez, that volleyball game in Top Gun, super gay. I get people on camera, so we're in the same sort of time zone. But yeah, we'll work it out. Moving on, more questions. What's gonna come up next? Justin saying polls have narrowed in Florida. America's so fucking weird. Anything could happen in the presidential election, including people deliberately subverting the election process. Music. Who got a first break? Backup vocalist Michael Jackson's band tour. Paula Abdul? No, I don't think it would have been Janet, but you might be right. No, I'm pretty sure it wasn't Whitney Houston. The other one I'd go for would be Beyonce. Tito. Oh, poor Tito. Not Paula, Whitney, or Janet. Okay. Who might it have been? She's white. Okay, that helps. Damn, I'm just like Martika. Um, dang. Yes, I love Cher as a choice race. Nice. Cher. I think Ray's knows that. White had hits in the 90s. I'm going to kick myself when this is over. Yeah, I think everyone's given up, Strictly Sega. Yeah, no. Sheryl Crow was never going to get that. Was absolutely never going to get that. No idea Sheryl Crow did back up for Michael Jackson. Dang. Was that was definitely beyond me. Keenan Ivory Wayans create where it started. Oh god, I used to watch this show. Fuck. What was it called? Oh god, I think Jim Carrey rose to fame on it. Oh motherfucker, I watched this show. Yes, Heine gets the points. It was In Living Color. Yes. Yeah. I fucking watched that show. I became a real Wayans fan. I used to love Damon Wayans. Then he did this film with this guy I'd never heard of before, Adam Sandler. And Adam Sandler was really good in a movie called Bulletproof. And that was the beginning of the rise of Adam Sandler. Very much eclipsed Damon Wayans in a few years. And of course, Sandler's still going. And Damon Wayans technically is too. Rays, you got a trivia question? What 90s actress was featured in Bruce Springsteen's... Oh, it's what's her name from Friends? Courtney Cox. Yep, Strictly Sega knew it too. She was the girl when he goes, hey, hey, baby. So yeah, that's a famous one. You only just saw it and was like, oh shit, look, that's Courtney Cox. Yep. That's a famous origin story, that one. Some wild shit, bro. What 83 Elton John song features Stevie Wonder on harmonica? I'm trying to think of an Elton John song with fucking harmonica. And I can't. I legit cannot think of an Elton John song with harmonica in it. Can anyone else think of an Elton John song with harmonica in it? Because I'm fucking struggling. Not that I know Elton John's oeuvre that well. Oh! I don't remember there being harmonica in that. I guess what they call it. I know that song. I don't recall there being a fucking harmonica in it. Damn, Donald. Yeah, and actually, side note, I enjoyed that biopic of Elton John. Okay, what famous crooner sung the TV theme song for Married with Children? Was it Tony? What's his name? Ah, fuck. What is wrong with my brain tonight? Alcohol, probably, is what's wrong with my brain. Tony Bennett. Tony Bennett, who I'm trying to think of. Was it Tony Bennett? Yes, the movie Rocket Man, because it was really non-naturalistic. It was like a music video. Was it Tony Bennett? That was my guess. So you're saying it wasn't Tony Bennett? You're locking in Charlie Harper. Or was it Frank Sinatra? I don't know. It didn't sound like Frank Sinatra to me, or Dean Martin. Oh, I said Frank Sinatra. I said Frank Sinatra before I saw you type it. I just couldn't believe Frank Sinatra being a theme song. All right. You know what? Fuck it. It's like I've got a really important meeting with my boss first thing in the morning. Time for another old fashioned. So I sleep well. Ask the local gentry. Yeah, I know he didn't do it. He didn't do it for the show. I know that. I used to listen to Sinatra all the time. Sinatra, great performer. Bit of a hack. Don't put it, or put it on. Against my better judgment. I don't have better judgment. What am I talking about? I'm going to make another old fashioned. Oh man, I might regret this. Fuck it though. Rocket Man. Now, I feel like I need to use a whiskey I haven't used in a while. Sticky Toffee Apple. Oh wait, custom whiskey. Custom Angry Cocktails whiskey from Archie Rose. My own nominated blends. Okay. All right. Oh, wait, that's Peychaud's. Oh well. Okay, dude, a lot of bitters in this one. Unconventional. That's me. Okay. Oh, god damn. Okay. 70s trivia question. Go for it. I'll have a go. I'll have a go. Okay, what TV show had the highest ratings in the 80s? Cheers, MASH, or The Cosby Show? I think the MASH finale was the highest rated TV show of all time. That's an excellent question, Heine. And I don't know that there's a definitive answer for it. So yeah, I think there's, different quality stuff done at different times, but discs can definitely degrade. Any memory medium can. Oh, ooh. Well, yeah, that's a bit more like it. Oh, Ray's, you're going for Cosby? Oh yeah, no, I remember the initial hype around CDs. They'd last a lifetime. It was Cosby. Cosby Show was the highest rated. There you go. Yeah, there are so many different methods of production, Heine, that you can't say discs in general last so long. It's down to the manufacturing. I was right. Final Mash episode was the highest rated episode of all time. So I think we're saying Cosby was consistently higher rated, but Mash finale was the highest rated episode of all time. I think that was it. Ray's had a lot of fans that had dropped off during the seasons but came back for the finale. And yeah, backing up your discs is good practice, which I don't do. But because technically it's illegal because you have to break their encryption to do it, and technically that's legal. It shouldn't be. It's fucking ridiculous. Okay, Strictly Sega's got an easy one apparently. Raise Cosby. Oh yeah, for decades Cosby had a huge amount of influence. Then it's like, oh wow, he's a serial predator, drugger, rapist. Oh, great, awesome. Like Hilltop Hoods regretting they had a song called Cosby Sweater. Who at 24 earned an Oscar for Boys in the Hood? Cuba Gooding Jr. is what I'm going to go with. Ray's going for Ice Cube. I don't think so. Wasn't Cuba Gooding Jr.? Okay. Well, now I'm gone blank then. You were saying it's easy. Oh, John Singleton. So it's the director. Giving me the Ice Cube stare. That's a scary stare. No, but you're into directors, and that's fine. And I also didn't get that you meant the director. I thought we were talking about actors, but that's all by the by. Not saying that is a judgment or an accusation. It just is what it is. Music. Who in the 80s had hit Pat Benatar? Sorry, not even finishing the question. Best shot, We Belong, and Love is a Battlefield. Love is a Battlefield being the absolute epic. The film clip for that is a mini movie. So good. Although I maybe prefer Hit Me With Your Best Shot. I hate, the songs in the house. Pat Benatar. Actually, We Belong's a bit of an anthem as well. But yeah, Pat Benatar, she's a bit of a legend. I want to know, is she still alive? What TV? Bart Simpson. I feel compelled to answer. Okay. I'm going to look up at Pat Benatar. First one that comes up beats Pat Boone. She's 71. Hell yeah. I feel like she's still performing too. When did Pat Benatar came out? She released her first album in 79. So she's been performing for 45 years. What a fucking legend, honestly. Is that the whole question? Hiding which British actor? All of them is what I'm going to say. Holding out for a hero is Bonnie. What's her name? Oh no. Well, I'm going to bed. Rays, you have to go to work. I'm going to go to bed before too much longer. The Heartbreakers song, Chinese Rocks, I don't know any of that. I do not know Heartbreakers. I do not know the song Chinese Rocks. Dr. Abigail went to the toilet, made a sandwich, and there was a separation between the two. I trust that there's a separation between the two. Okay. So, the question from Heine, which British actor was in both X-Men and Star Trek The Next Generation? Patrick Stewart. Dee Dee Ramone wrote a song for Blondie the same night on Heroin. Dee Dee Ramone wrote all these songs on Heroin. Yeah, it was a pretty easy one that Heine did. It's Patrick Stewart. It just randomly popped into my head. I think I remember reading back in the day in an old This Is Serious Mum interview where they were playing The Big Day Out, and there were some big names, as there always was on The Big Day Out, and Ministry were playing this same one. And this interviewer was saying, like, what was it like, Big Day Out, all these big acts? And one of the guys from TISM is going, it was really uplifting because, we were backstage and Ministry were about to go on, and they all took an insulin injection before they went on. And it's just good to see people overcoming their illness like that. Who played the character Archie Leach in A Fish Called Wanda? John Cleese. So anyway, back. I rushed the end of that joke to answer the question, but they were like, "Yeah." So it was really uplifting because we're backstage and Ministry were getting ready to go on, and they all had an insulin shot. And I just love that people weren't letting diabetes hold them back. And the obvious joke is Ministry were all hitting up with heroin before they went on stage. Yes. I have not quite fried my brain tonight. What was composed by U2? What, the soundtrack for Fish Called Wanda? Is that what you're saying? That is sort of standalone. I don't know what you're saying. Ugh. Oh, sorry. Composed by U2's Bono and The Edge, who performed the theme song to the movie GoldenEye. Oh, fuck if I know. You hit the enter button. Even though GoldenEye is famous because it was a Nintendo 64 game, which I never had, I have no idea who sang the song. I remember some of the singers of James Bond themes. It's always a big thing who sings the James Bond theme. Like, was it Sheena Easton? For some reason, that's popping into my head that it was Sheena Easton. What even is the song from GoldenEye? Ooh, GoldenEye, he's got an eye that's golden. I never played Rayman. Banjo-Kazooie, excellent. Seriously, was Tina Turner? Tina Turner sang the song from GoldenEye. God damn. And I was like the Super Mario 64, Banjo Kazooie. There was a spy one called Perfect Dark. I had that. That was fucking cool. Perfect Dark was cool. That was a Nintendo 64 game. But I never had GoldenEye. And almost everyone, when they talk about Nintendo 64, they go, ooh, GoldenEye. And I never had it. So I don't freaking know. Plus, of course, the Zelda games, Ocarina of Time, which is absolutely epic, and Majora's Mask, both fucking great games. And it's probably a cursed idea, but I do kind of think an expanded version of both of them with modern gaming technology would probably be really good. Raise, you feel like watching Point Break in cars. Bring your laptop to work and watch Point Break. Nice. Yeah, GoldenEye was one of the biggest Nintendo 64 games. Yeah. It's like, ooh, GoldenEye. He's not the man with the golden gun. He's the man with the golden eye. Woo! And of course, Tina Turner famously in Mad Max 3 Beyond Thunderdome, singing the theme song, We Don't Need Another Hero. And another song in the soundtrack called One of the Living. Point Breaking cars is the Fast and the Furious. Nice. Ooh, you've got twisters on your Plex. Nice. Raise. Raise. I'm with you. I probably need to get on Strictly Sega's Plex at one point. Oh yeah, no. I'm singing Max Power. Max Power. I don't even remember the song. It's like he goes to get a monogrammed shirt and he goes, it has to say Max Power. And the person goes, that's not how monograms work. It's going, every letter in Max Power's name is equally important. Jackie fucking Chan, I feel like I haven't seen you other. You're a Cars 3 fan? I love all the jokes about how insane and fucked up the Cars universe is. Because if you start going like, well, they're living, what are they like on the inside? And also, so Mater in his wrecking yard is just hanging out with corpses? What the fuck is that? So you like Cars 3 as well? That's the one with Michael Caine, yeah? Yeah, 2 kind of sucked. Overall, I think Cars are the weakest Pixar films, but they got to sell a lot of toys from them. Am I getting it right? Was 3 the one with Michael Caine in it? Yeah. Can living things get inside them? Or if you open the door on one of the cars, would it be internal organs and fleshy stuff? And yes, tracks. Yeah, trucks. Trucks open up and let other living things go inside them. Okay, so 2 was Michael Caine. Okay. So, because they were a long time ago, so I don't know. It was like Rocky 2. Damn. Okay. I've got to see Inside Out 2 at some point because everyone says it's the best thing. And I really liked Inside Out 1. Had a lot going on. Ooh. Okay. You know what? I'm randomly going to get a thing out of my cupboard here. Yes, it's still here. Okay. This fucking thing has been sitting in here forever. It's really yummy. Probably super sweet. Okay. Black bottle. Classic brandy liqueur. Oh, yes, you saw Inside Out too, Abigail. Everyone says it's good. Rocky got lazy and was losing his edge. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, yeah, people fucking love Inside Out too. Okay, so You can buy this on a site called Sipify.com.au. They've got a sale at the moment. This is super cheap. I'll fucking look it up because I'm on their mailing list. Sipify. So it's Sipify, Sippify. Sponsor me, you motherfuckers. Sipify.com.au. They've got a fucking sale at the moment because I got this in my email. This shit is half price. It's only $30. Okay, it's only 20% alcohol, but you drink it like fucking straight. This stuff's really good. Oh no. That is, well, it's ironic that you unironically had an anxiety attack before the movie. This, and I got it just because the bottle. You can get this for $30. It's a brandy liqueur, and it's really fucking tasty. It's really sweet. But on the Sipify site, you can get this for fucking $30 at the moment. Really worth it. Well, I'll try and do the voice. Old man, take a look at my life. I'm a lot like you, boy. No, that's why I got it. Because it is literally like it's a fucking pirate jug. It's a pirate jug. You do this and drink it straight out of the thing. That's literally why I got it for the bottle. It's a pirate jug. But that's fucking $30 at the moment, and it's really worth it. I was tempted to get another bottle of it, but I can make my own liqueurs, so I don't need to. Oh god, it's so sweet. It's very light. And yes, Jackie, it is. It's anxiety is perfectly human. Yeah, I do hope that the movie was actually a helpful thing. Yeah, Hillbilly Jug. I should put some moonshine in it. Yes, God, we've had so many Simpsons references tonight. And Lisa is doing ooh, 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 ooh. Don't stop in the middle of a hoedown. People talk about being bottled. Okay, I'm going to see if I can, if this actually does a good blow over the top. Was that ASMR or was that awful? That's a decent sound. Can I get a second note? I can only kind of do one note on that. Actually, could I alternate how I do it? Let's see. One note, sorry. Couldn't play the jug, can't vote for Trump. Autistic person at busy supermarket meltdown, really need to use the bath. Oh, hell. I remember being with Aidsy in a shopping mall. There was too many people and the lights were too bright. And I saw him getting antsy and flinchy. And I went, oh, dude, do we have to leave? Do we have to get outside? And he's like, yes. It was like there were just too many people and it was too bright and too fluorescent. And he was about to start punching people. And I was like, oh, I don't want to be with you when you start punching people. Maybe we should go outside. And he said, yes, we should go outside. Oh, God, that's so sweet. The thing, Jackie, I think supermarkets fucking cause anxiety, honestly. You got low blood sugar, need food. Yeah, it's like supermarkets. I don't know. It can be too bright, and like fluorescent light just fucking sucks. And I don't even get anxiety as a general rule, but I could pick it up from Aidsy, and I could completely understand why he was ratcheting up the anxiety. It's like because it was too bright and it was too loud and there was too many people. Grace Walmart gave you anxiety? Was it because it was too big? I've never been in an actual Walmart. So we are, yeah, too bright, too many people, checkout's crowded, music's awful, loud, using your energy not to crawl into a ball and floor. Yeah, fuck yeah. Yeah, I've never been to Walmart. The most I've been to is Costco. That can be stressful. But I think Walmarts are something else altogether. I think the Walmarts in Idiocracy are very funny because they're just too big. And it seems like a helicopter has crashed through the roof at one point. It's just like they're their own world and they're very, very weird and fucked up. Man, of all the things I mentioned who should fucking sponsor me, Sipify would be good. You saw a rat at Walmart. You usually see rats in train stations. Project Redfoot, hello. Was it Costco in Idiocracy? Okay, I thought it was Walmart. I believe you. That's what I thought he said. Welcome to Walmart. I love you. So I'm not sure you're right, Strictly Sega. I think it was Welcome to Walmart. I love you, but I'm not sure. Memorize the aisles. Have a game plan. I love your methodical nature, Heine. Doctor, people only see you here at home. Oh yeah, no, the real world is fucked. In safe zones, that's very different to the big bad ugly world, which is fucked. I think Costco is friendlier than Walmart. I don't know. Oh no, wait. Strictly Sega looked it up, saying you're right, Project Redfoot. It was a Costco. There you go. Oh yeah, the Gatorade for gardening. Yes. What was it? It's what plants crave. Found yourself in the world of Starbucks. Idiocracy, man, everything Starbucks. Okay, so it's in Walmart too. I don't know. Who knows? Um, I still think probably my favorite joke in Idiocracy was because there's a chain in uh, America called Fuddruckers, which is obviously meant to sound kind of rude. And when our man wakes up in the future, the place that's obviously uses the same font and everything as Fuddruckers, but the place is actually just called Buttfuckers. And he's looking at it going, am I imagining this? And he says to the guy next to him, what does that sign say? And he go, and honestly, it's the buttfucker sign that I find most interesting. But he says to the guy, what does that sign say? Because you want me to read like a fag? It's just like, what the fuck? Jesus. Yes, that was like electrolytes. It's what plants crave. And there's the whole thing about you need to just put water on them. And someone goes, water? Like in a toilet? It's just like, ah. I take exception to people who go things like, oh, Idiocracy is a documentary. No, it's not. It's a silly spoof and it's fun and enjoyable to enjoy on its own things. But if you take it too seriously, that's fucked up. Because at the very least, the central message of Idiocracy is very elitist And at the worst, it's fucking eugenics, quite honestly. Jackie, I do like the Mighty Boosh, actually, just for its absurdist humor. Just all the non sequiturs in the Mighty Boosh. And it's just like, we can literally do anything because this whole show is just an acid trip. Yes. The Mighty Boosh. The Mighty Bosch is like Germans. Yeah, you mean water like out of a toilet? That was a very funny line as to why they thought using water was terrible because there's water in the toilet. Oh, yes, maybe that's a Bunnings thing, the Mighty Bosch drill. But yeah, I do find the Mighty Boosh quite entertaining because if I'm in the right mood, I do love absurdist humor. And I think it's fair to call the Mighty Boosh absurdist humor. Yes. The Mighty Bosch is a very powerful power tool. Oh, God, that's left field, Heine. Opinions on Legion, the TV series. I enjoyed it, but I don't think they finished it, did they? I think it kind of got cancelled without finishing it. But there was some awesome stuff about the multiverse and whatnot. For anyone who hasn't seen it, it's based on a Marvel comic series, and it's basically this guy who would be the most powerful mutant ever, and the multiverse stuff comes in and goes, well, it's inevitable in some realities this guy would just be fucking evil. There was 2 or 3 seasons of it. Yeah, it's the world of the X-Men. And I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty good. I kind of don't think they finished it. But yeah, it was that whole thing of if someone is just so powerful, what's to stop them from being bad? And he starts off, he's basically good, but the other people, good people, are so scared of him, they start plotting to take him out because they say he's too big a risk. And what are you going to do to people who try and take you out, essentially? You're going to retaliate. So it had some very interesting stuff in it. But man, that's from a few years ago. Let me look that up. How many years ago was Legion on? TV series 2017. That is, there were 3 seasons. Started in 2017. Man, that is longer ago than I thought. But COVID fucked up my ability to understand time, honestly. Oh, I remember the guy because the lead, who has an American accent in the show, is actually British. See you tomorrow. Yeah, it is bedtime. I just want to throw this in. There's a video, you can find it on YouTube. He's on some like morning show in England, and he's sitting on the couch, like male and female host, and they're talking about how because he got this role in a US series, the female host says, "Well, you would have had to beat off a lot of American actors for this role." And she starts giggling and goes, "What? What did you say I did?" And she is not getting the innuendo at all. She's going, "I don't understand what you're saying. I'm just saying you would have had to beat off other guys for this role." He's just in hysterics on the loud because this person just keeps talking about how he's been beating off Americans. He's just laughing, going, why do you keep saying that? And she says it more than once. And it just appeals to my incredibly juvenile sense of humor and apparently his as well, because he laughs a lot. But it is bedtime, so I'm going to eat the cherry, and we'll look at if Tricky say if you're up for, we'll do more trivia tomorrow night. Fucking yum. I love those fucking cherries. So good. Fucking yum. All right. Good night, one and all. Take care of yourselves. If you're around tomorrow, see you tomorrow. But have a fun time, whatever you're doing. And I'll say